Red Nation, are we here?
The best show for Chicago sports.
Yeah. We back in the building. Y'all know what we came here for. We got another day of sports talk in this mug, man. How y'all feeling today? It's your boy Panther Designer back at it again. Stop playing with us. On today's show, me and the boys gonna break down how key is Zach Lavine to the Chicago Bulls' success? How key is he to the Bulls' success in this playoff series? And does this playoff determine his fate for a max contract? We're going to be hitting on all that and more coming up soon. Make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure that you subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. We appreciate y'all for pulling up and showing love. Y'all know how we do. It's C-Red Nation. It's Bulls Nation. Let's get it cracking. Let's go. Yeah. We hyped today. Let's go. Hey, cut it down. What's good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Appreciate y'all for pulling up and tuning in and rocking with your boy. As always, man, question on the table. How key is Zach Lavine to the Chicago Bulls' success? We're going to get into all that and more. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing so much love as always, man. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the page. And some of y'all don't be liking the videos. I ain't going to lie to you. I be having hundreds of views, like 30 likes. What's going on with that? We're going to talk about that later. Don't worry about that. But I appreciate y'all for showing the love that you guys do, man. As I said, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Just make sure that you...
Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Let's get it cracking. I'm feeling good today, dog. We trying to do this more professional. We trying to have it looking crazy out here. Yeah, I'm saying we trying to take it to that next level. Feeling good today. How are you guys feeling today, man? How are you guys feeling today, huh? Bulls playoff game tomorrow. Got to get ready for it. And an interesting question here, right? I don't know if you guys saw the latest Locked On Bulls. Check that out if you haven't. But an interesting question on the table for me, right? Because we already know what Zach Lavine means to this team. But how key is he really? How key is he really to the success of the Chicago Bulls, right? How much of a difference is Zach Lavine going to make in this series? And that's what we need to find out if we're going to be talking about him as the guy that's going to lead us here in the future. Now, I already feel like you have to pay Zach Lavine. I'm that guy. Maul in the chat was good. Baki in the chat was good. Cornelius in the chat was good. I'm that guy, right? I'm the guy that feels like you got to pay Zach. But going into this game too, it's time for Zach to show me why you got to pay Zach. I understand he's got the knee injury. I'm not asking you to be the greatest player in the world. I'm asking you to be the greatest player for that night. Right? Can you be the greatest player on the court for that night? I.e., what we saw from Jalen Brunson last night. Names are made in the playoffs. Zach Lavine here, we know what he is. Bucket. Stop playing with him. Don't talk bad about my boy. That's Zach Lavine. What are we talking about right now? Zach Lavine here, bucket. But is that how the national media views him? Is that how the national media is going to talk about him? Is that how the national media looks at Zach Lavine on the Chicago Bulls, right? This is the time for you to make your name for yourself on that. It's the playoffs. We didn't know about Jamal Murray until he goes off in the bubble. I mean, we knew about him, right? We knew, hey, nice player, really good. Don't know if he's possibly the future of this team. Now we talk about him as the guy that if he was here, this series is completely different with Jokic playing the way he's been playing. Although they are working that man, bro. Relax, brother. Give that man a breather. Zach Lavine has to be the key to the Chicago Bulls' success. Are there a lot of other pieces that play into that as well? Yeah, 100%. Listen, I need Kobe White to step up. I need DeMar DeRozan. Hey, how about not 6 for 25? Let's not do that. I need Patrick Williams to be a little more aggressive. There's a lot of other pieces that I can point to, right? There's a ton of other pieces I can point to. Shay, what's good? But when I look at what I need to see on the court, what's going to get Zach Lavine that respect around the league? What's going to put Zach Lavine on that next level? On that, hey, this guy's here. He's a really nice player to, oh my God, this guy's a face of a franchise right now. And there's no doubt about it, this Chicago Bulls team is going to be really good for the next 10 years. That needs to be made in this next game. Because back against the wall, these are the moments you do it, right? These are the moments. Listen, playoffs is all about storyline, right? Reggie Miller didn't win an NBA championship. What'd he do? He killed the Knicks in the garden, threw the choke sign to Spike Lee, grabbed the groin, stopped playing with me. Name is made. Michael Jordan made his name in the playoffs before he even won a series, dropping 63 on Boston. All of a sudden, Larry Bird comes after the game and says, hey, that wasn't Michael Jordan. That was Jesus Christ in Michael Jordan's skin. Huh? What? What'd you call that man? Did you call him Jesus Christ? Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron? Did you call him Jesus Christ? Yeah, I did. Yep. Basketball player right there. Yep, Jesus. These are the moments your name is made. These are the moments you make your name. As we welcome into the building, man, the man formerly known as Ringo J, always keeping it crispy. And with the new Cam in the building, Stefan Adon in the chat.
Yes, Cersei. What's good?
Check your mic, my boy. I think you're going through the computer mic right now. Camera looks better, though. Camera
what's good? Y'all hear me good?
I hear you, but it sounds like you're going through your computer mic, not through your blue.
Hold up.
Go to the settings.
It's the input you did?
Yeah, settings and audio input, and then change the audio input to your mic. Oh, yeah, that's... Say something. Good? Oh, yeah, we good. Oh, you sounding crispy right now. Hold on, real crispy. Look at it. New camera in the building.
Mike good? Camera good? Well, get off my neck.
Now, why you got
get off my neck
in the corner though? I mean, we do got some more. Now, just playing. Hey, we'll get it together one of these days. But you're looking crispy out here. You don't look like you in a.
Yeah, we gonna get right.
You don't look like you're in the dungeon no more, my boy. We were concerned for a little while. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
but
we here. We here. We finally showed up.
We're just breaking down. I mean, listen, look. the biggest thing the Bulls have going into this game, right, is the advantage that Milwaukee's going to give you on the 3-point line. I want the guy. Justin is hilarious. Justin said Ringo went from Statesville to house arrest. Hey, shout out to Justin, bro.
I got the ankle monitor now, dog.
You know what I'm saying? He at the crib, man.
I got the ankle monitor now, dog.
Big W's in the background. No, here's the thing, right? Milwaukee's gonna give you the 3 ball.
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee's going to give you as many of those as you can take, and Zach Lavine, you shoot it at 38%. This is your series. This series is made for you. This series is tailor-made for you to be successful. The one I mean, listen, even on that last shot, I know a lot of people had a problem with that shot. Why did Zach Lavine put that shot up? When you watch that shot, because they showed it kind of from the back angle, you can't tell as much. From the side angle, he comes off of the screen. He's got about 3 feet of space on that. They're playing off. In a game-winning situation, coming off of a screen, they're playing off. This is a tailor-made series for Zach Lavine. It's time for him to step up. He's got to be the key to the Bulls' success. What do you think?
Look, I'm with you on that, and I feel that I hear everything you're saying, but at the same time, I need that boy y'all call Debo to at least do better than 6 for 25. I agree. I agree. At the end of the day, it's gonna fall on Zach. It's gonna fall on Zach because like I said before, I don't think this series is made for DeMar. But both of them together, the conglomerate has to be on point, because there were shots that Zach passed up, there were shots that DeMar passed up. But in terms of if you just talking about making a name, if we just talking about that, I'm with you, because I mean if you look at it, we can run it down. I mean, Anthony Edwards for first playoff game, 38. Then he come back with a 36. Jordan Poole back-to-back games. 30,
yeah, we not counting the play-in as playoffs. So we doing the play-in playoff thing.
I mean, he showed up in this playoff game.
He showed up in this playoff game.
He showed up in this playoff game too, though.
So
then after that, you got Jordan Poole in his games. I mean, last night, Jalen Brunson, and listen, we gonna get into that, because I need just 5 minutes to tell y'all what's really going on. I need 5 minutes to tell y'all what's really going on. But I mean, if we just talking about a game, yeah, I think next game is the game that he needs to rise to the occasion, because the case can be made. Hey, if they don't win tomorrow, it's a wrap.
Like, here's the thing, right? I get the knee soreness. I understand that. That's going to be there. It's not going to go away, unfortunately. He's going to have to play through it.
Right.
But here's the thing. That's a part of the story, right?
Everybody heard.
Flu game.
We flu gaming it?
I'm just saying that's a part of the story. That a big key to what makes the story, right? Like, for me, like the Kyrie Irving thing, I don't care that Kyrie flips off the fans. Listen, okay, he flipped off the fans. Listen, you've said a lot. Most of y'all have said a lot worse to your mamas out here. You know what I mean? Like y'all got to chill on, oh, I can't believe that Kyrie Irving. I've seen us sitting here like losing their minds, like Kyrie Irving just like killed somebody. Like, he flipped off the fans. But you know what makes it worse? Kyrie lost. Right? Like, listen, when fans talk trash to Jordan or James Harden, or I hate to throw James Harden in there, but he's one of the people that came to mind. When fans talk trash to KG, when they talk trash to Reggie Miller, when they talk trash to, name the guy, right? Name the guy. Scottie Pippen. Scotty got one on the fans. It's a lot on
well, technically, James was in the regular season. All them other people that you named did that in the playoffs.
But agree. But what I'm saying is when it comes down to it, guess what? They won the game. Winning the game is key. That's the only thing I got against Kyrie on it. Listen, you can do all that you want, but you got to win, my boy. You can't. Right. Hey, listen. You can't dribble for 18 seconds on the last shot and then take the pin out of that grenade and kick that mug out to the corner for Kevin Durant to make some magic with. I get he's Kevin Durant, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose the game.
Yep.
So for me, right, there's something to be said to having that success in the playoffs with the knee injury in place, right? With the injuries that are going through the entire team to say, hey, look, they 100% healthy. Nobody's been on the IR for a while on that team. But you know what? We're not. And we still beat the defending champs.
Hold on.
I'll let you get that right. And we still beat the defending champs. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot to be said there. You've got to find your way to get this job done and make your name in the NBA playoffs. And that to me is the biggest thing for the Bulls tonight, right? What he does well is what Milwaukee doesn't. Now, listen, there's a lot of other people I need to step up, right? I need Kobe White to step up. I need people to step up. If Derrick Jones Jr. is out there, shoot that corner three. You know what I'm saying? I need those moments. And for this team to have success, you have to not only come out on the defensive end the way you did, but step it up on the offensive end. And that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. The game 2 matchup tomorrow is going to be one of the toughest games the Bulls have ever played. Because you know what? Now, Milwaukee knows what's coming. Now, Milwaukee, you set the intensity, right? Here's the thing with the Bulls that you gotta know. And here's the question mark with it. You've set the intensity. Now, how do you meet that intensity? Right? You've set the intensity. How do you meet it again? And not only how do you meet it again, how do you get to that next level of it? How do you get to the point where you're the one putting Milwaukee's defense on the back foot? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a process here, and I get it, and there's a process in place. But you know what? Even in losing series last year, we knew Ja Morant's name. Even in a losing playoff series last year, even in a losing playoff series 2 years before that, we knew Jamal Murray's name. Even losing in the bubble, not getting to the playoff level, but having that playoff feel because it was like that weird tournament, right? We knew Devin Booker's name. You got to find your way to get to that next level. This is the playoffs. It's all about levels. Who's going to get to the highest level? That's the question you have to answer yourself. And the weird thing is, like, you would think that, like, I get, like, they're the champions, but you would think that with the players on this team that we have, or at least with the guys that actually shoot the ball, that we would match up a little bit better. Good to go?
Yeah.
It seemed like everything fell apart.
Yeah. And you know how that little light, that when you was at the other crib, how the light would just randomly go out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes. But I mean, listen, what do you think, right? What do you think we need to see from Zach in this next game?
I
At a
think
minimum.
I think Zach needs to play like Zach has to play his game. Like when he's aggressive, not thinking and just going, he's like that's when he's at his best. I think I think the last game, I think you saw him try too hard. I mean, like the first play, like legitimately the first play, drives clean by Chris Middleton. Like had to let had the lay, then just tries to reverse it instead of going for like an easy layup, and then after that, then that messes with the handle, that messes with the shot. I mean, he hesitated on a couple of shots.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just the same thing. The same thing we say about Pete Will when we tell him to just go. It's the same thing that we need to see from Zach, and I think we're gonna see that because I think the first game jitters are out of the way. But I really hope he has a game where he goes off to try and establish himself, because I think that's what he's been waiting for all season. I mean, he's played I think I've seen that he up until that point he played 478 games.
Yeah.
Without a playoff appearance. So that one I'm a totally like let that one go. That's water under the bridge. But right now, like he absolutely has to get to it for them to even have a shot. Not even just winning this game, winning the series. So,
and I think the big thing you gotta look at too is how does this team rally when Zach plays that way, right? You know what I'm saying? How does this team play when Zach plays that way? And the question that's tough, right? Like the question that I've been wondering, because we know how Zach plays, right? He allows everybody else to get themselves going because he feels like he can get himself going at any point. I love the confidence on him. But is that the best game plan? I like the dynamic when Zach's aggressive with Vooch, because I know that Vooch can get himself going off of Zach with the pick and roll, right? But for me, right, like I want to know how this team reacts to Zach being aggressive from the jump. I want to know how this team reacts to Zach being aggressive from the word go. Because we don't see that often. We don't see first quarter aggressive Zach Lavine too often, unless he's like the only one on there. We see Zach try to get everybody. I got to get P. Will involved. I got to get Vooch involved. I got to get DeMar involved. I got to get Kobe involved. I can get myself going at any time. And so I feel like, listen, you got to come out aggressive, because if we're being honest, last game was a great chance for you to punch the defending champions in the mouth, and they got away from you. Whether you feel like it's because of calls, whether you feel like it's got whatever it is, it got away from you. And so how do you attack what they do poorly again now that they know what you're coming with? You're going to change the game plan a little bit. You're going to make minor adjustments, but you play well. You just missed your shots. You're going to make a few adjustments. But now Milwaukee knows what's coming. Now you've set the intensity, and the world champions know what's coming. So now what's that next level? Because you got to get to it. If you're going to take game 2, you've got to get to it. Devon was good. Or Devin. I went Devon. Could be Devin. Do you feel like Zach's got to get himself going early in this one?
I definitely feel like Zach got to get himself going early because it's gonna it's gonna uplift the team. Same thing with DeMar. I think he's gonna come out aggressive early, but I think with DeMar, he's got to kind of pick his spots with the way that that the Bucks are playing defense on him right now. But I think if Zach comes out early and he sets the tone, just like Giannis did in the last game with what he was doing, I think that'll get them off to a good start. Because I mean, and it's like we said after the game, we didn't think that they played bad by any stretch.
No,
I mean, like, at minimum, like you lost by 7 points, but like that was a good loss. You actually want to show up, and you actually wanted to show up, and you actually played. So it's like now it's just putting all that together, making better decisions, coming out, showing fight, and showing that, like, hey, we're going to play better than we did the game before, and we're gonna punch them in the mouth.
Yeah.
That's essentially what that is.
You do got to stun them almost, right? Like the best way. And the thing was, right, the thing that I liked most is that they came out and they punched you in the mouth. And what it gets, it was 9-0 when Billy called the timeout. I think it got to 16-4. At one point, we were like, this is not going the right direction. But they fought back. Right? Like that's something to be said. Hey, let's go. Let's keep it going. Let's keep doing it. How do you keep that going? And now, how do you be the aggressor? Because here's the thing. They're probably not going to shoot that bad the entire series. They may still struggle against your defense, but they're probably not going to shoot that bad the entire series. So you have to be going. You have to be moving. You have to be attacking the entire time. And I think that's going to be key for the Bulls' success here moving forward, man. I just do. I think Zach Lavine taking that next level in this playoff series not only makes his name, not only builds the belief that he's supposed to be here for a long term, not for a good time, but a long time. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you have to.
I got everything.
You have to. Zach Lavine has to be the starter for this team. He has to be the engine for this team. And I think we saw it a little bit in the last game, right, where he had a little fire early. You know what I'm saying? I like the fire that we saw early. Hey, let's go. Stop playing. What are you doing? We got to be cutting. We got to be moving. He's talking to his team. He's being he wants to be here. He wants to be in these moments, right? He wants to take that next step. I like what we saw from it. I like what the direction that it's going in for me. You know what I'm saying? I think the game 2 is going to be a big game for him. It has to be a big game for him. It has to be a big game. Has to be a big game for him. This is the start of it all. Now, what are we starting, right? Because now you come out of this playoff series, and we've asked the question all year, and we're going to continue to ask the question, but you have to really see if his success in this playoff series leaves AK feeling confident about signing him to what I believe is going to be that max deal. Because I don't believe he'll make an all-NBA team. I would love for him to. I would love for him to have the option to get the big money. And you know, for me, I think Zach's such a team guy. Like, you see it in everything he does. I think Zach's such a team guy that he would still take just a max, but you know, you never know. You never know. But here's the question, right? Does this playoffs determine his fate for his max contract? By the way, we got 78 people in here. If y'all could just go ahead and
Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah.
Bro.
push the button.
Yes.
Hit that like button, man. Come on, y'all know what to do. 78 people in here, 21 likes. Man. Hit that like button.
Push the button, y'all.
Push the button.
Definitely, dog. What the
Just keep it going. You still look fine.
All right. Well, anyway, because I don't think I'm adjusting that again.
Nah, you mad shadowy though. Nah, you good. I'm just playing.
Nah, but I don't think so, but then at the same time, there's like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna say nah. I'm gonna say nah, cause I think what it is AK knows that one, he's coming in hurt, but because he knows what Zach is gonna give him.
Yeah.
When healthy, I think more so he's looking at, you know, the pieces around him, because right, he said he's not done. He said he's not done. So I think that he's more so he's gonna look at DeMar, he's gonna look at Vooch, he's gonna look at those pieces around him like, hey, how can how can we get these guys better? Because in the series, I think he's looking at it as a whole, like, dig, if we just hit shots from the perimeter, because they giving them up, you feel me? Like we can win these games. Like we're legitimately this close. We've played them tough outside of, what did you say, one game?
2 games. We got
well,
yeah, 2 games, because the
yeah,
last game we got blown
outside,
out, but like, or the game before the last we got blown out, but it was also like literally me and you was just watching like, wow, they can't shoot.
yeah. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. It's like, yo, I already know what he can give me when there's a good enough team around him, and if we could shoot, this series will turn out a whole lot differently.
That's so
So
crazy.
I think that he's more so looking at the pieces around him. So I don't think this is gonna have a detrimental effect on his long-term contract.
It's so wild that we literally saying like, man, if he can shoot, man, if he can shoot, man, if he can shoot. Like, dog, that's
Like,
so wild.
bro, that's really all it is. Like, you gotta understand. Like, this season, we went from oh, they're good to, Derek, we just need a rebounder, to we just talking rebounds, to we got the rebounder, and now we need some shooters. Like,
It's wild, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. The fact that we're literally just like, man, if they could make a shot here, like an NBA team is supposed to, they would really be killing the game. Here's one thing right for me with this. I don't think that the Bulls cannot pay Zach Lavine. What do I mean by that? You can't go backwards. And by backwards, I'm talking about in the eyes of the NBA. If you get rid of Zach Lavine, you're going backwards. If you get rid of Zach Lavine, the Chicago Bulls are going the other way. If you get rid of Zach Lavine, the Chicago Bulls are going to lose more games than they win probably next season, right? Because if you get rid of Zach Lavine, you're essentially saying, hey, we're going to start over with Patrick Williams, I guess.
right.
And you're going through an entirely new rebuild. We already know that's not coming. But I don't think that the Chicago Bulls can afford to not pay him because of the perception that it puts on the franchise. And y'all have to understand this. Perception set the Bulls back for years. Perception set the Bulls back for years. They did not pay the greatest player of all time, and then we couldn't get the lowest of low players to come here. Right? Like, I get it. Like, if you don't get LeBron James or Dwayne Wade to come here because of the stigma, fine. Okay. Fam, we couldn't get free agents to come here. We couldn't get Darren Collison to want to be here because of what it become. You know what I'm saying? Like you, there was conversations with all of these mugs, but no one ever committed. And A lot of players around the league will tell you it's because of that perception. Now, the funny thing is, like, the players that like talk to the Bulls are like, no, it was never because of that. But there's a lot of players around the NBA that, because of the perception that the Chicago, and think about this, right? Think about how much money Chicago actually gave out. Think about how much money they actually spent. They gave Carlos Boozer the bag for that time in the NBA.
Oh no, they gave Carlos Boozer bag and they paid Rose.
They paid Derek. They paid Derek just about most of his contract while he went through 2 rehab stints. They paid Joakim. They paid I mean, they kept bringing back Kirk Heinrich and giving him cash.
Scraps is a scrap. 500,000, I'll take it.
But the perception around the NBA was still what? The Bulls are cheap. The perception around Chicago is still that the Bulls are cheap. Jerry Reinsdorf would never give that much money. Jerry Reinsdorf giving out so much money. He's giving out ridiculous amounts of money. They paid Luol. He's giving out ridiculous amounts of money to players that I'm looking at like, come on, dog. Listen, I loved Joakim. That last contract,
Cristiano Felicio. That's all you need to know.
I love Joakim. That last contract, ugh. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean,
go ahead.
No, it's like you were saying. He paid Joakim. I mean, I think the thing is, it's like you said, you can't not afford to pay him with the team that you have right now, because you're looking at it as we're going to restart with, if we get rid of him, it's going to be DeMar, P. Will, and Vooch. And we know P. Will has shown glimpses, but we know he's not there yet. Now, if for some miraculous reason he just comes out next off season and he dropping Zach off in practice, like a 5-0, and they played 5 times. And this man is.
Hey, don't get caught up by ball sack media either, dog. Come on.
Hey, exactly. I was gonna say then I mean he got something to talk about, but I mean Pat is absolutely right when he says they can't afford to not pay him.
Yeah.
They just have to make some changes, but getting Zach paid and look. I'm just saying it off this. For all the stuff that he had to go through to get here, he need that.
But you know what? That's the thing too, right? It's the respect factor of it, right? The players will respect an organization that respects the players.
Right.
If you take into account, hey, listen, you worked hard for this. You struggled with us. You absolutely were in the trenches. When we say trenches, we talking about trenches out here. You were at the bottom of the barrel with us. You were on the ground floor of this whole thing. And now we've gotten to the playoffs and we're going to keep building, and we want to keep building with you. And they break him off that bread. There's players around the NBA that are going to look at that and be like, hey, they did right by him.
Right.
They did right by him. And by doing right by Zach Lavine, it absolutely determines how you're going to be able to go out and get other guys in the future. Whether Zach Lavine is the number one on the successful Bulls team or not, right? Zach Lavine is a really, really good player. I keep saying this, like Zach Lavine, Bradley Beal got paid while John Wall was there. And Bradley Beal about to get the bag. Good Lord, he about to get another bag.
Hey,
but Brad Beal got paid while John Wall was there.
And
TJ McCollum got paid while Damian Lillard was there.
In order for my man to leave Washington, he has to get a mafia type deal.
No, the mafia has to orchestrate it.
Like
the mafia has to come in and say, hey, listen, not for nothing, but Brad Beal getting up out of here.
Hey, 265 with no taxes?
Yeah.
With no taxes. I'm living right.
They don't have taxes in Washington?
You said what?
I said they don't have taxes in Washington?
Apparently. They said
I don't think that's true.
Hey, that's what I saw. So somebody posted that. Somebody post they got taxes in Washington.
Nah, we gotta Google this. I think it's Washington. It's like it's not Washington State. It's Washington D.C. It's the home of taxes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, somebody came in. They got state taxes.
Yeah, I was about to say, dog. It's literally the home of taxes.
Because Muggs was just in there on the tip. Man, 265, no state taxes. I ain't turning that down. I'm like, what, bro?
Hey, it's where taxes go to be taxed.
What? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
What are y'all talking about? No state taxes, bro? Do you understand they live in Washington, man?
I was definitely about to be confused. Hey, man. Hey, we want to let you guys know as well, man. I know a lot of y'all can't just stick around here and just listen to us or watch us, I should say, but you can listen to us on the go. Make sure that you listen live over on the Kontender app. Download the Kontender app now in the App Store or the Google Play Store where you can hear nonstop sports talk while you're on the clock. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing us love, man. And while you're in here, man, just make sure that you
Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Yo,
I'm having fun with that. I ain't gonna lie to you. You're not gonna upset me on that.
Nah, that's fine.
I'm having fun with the soundboard. I got a bunch of sounds loaded up in it. I'm waiting when we can break this one out here.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the moment we can break that one out there. Dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, can you put your own like?
Yeah, I added all of these.
I was gonna say if you could put your own, you dig in there. No,
we got some stuff coming. Don't worry. We got some fun stuff coming, especially for the game tomorrow. We're gonna have it cracking on that mug tomorrow, dog.
Hey, cause you gotta hit them with so you out here just getting active.
Oh, you out here getting active. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I like doing that with live. That mess was funny.
Hey, I gotta call it how I feel. So, what do we call that, guys? Getting active.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That mess had me dead when we did that. I was like, well, that's sticking around for man, that's how stuff happens on this show, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. We don't come into this like writing stuff down. Like there's no script. Muzz always asks me all the time, is there like a script that you guys use when you're doing the live show? No. That's why we say dumb stuff sometimes. That's why you get moments where you leave Michael Jordan off of your top 5 all time. That's why you get moments where I say, oh, he almost topped them off. Like that's how you get moments like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no script to this. We just come in here. Like we're literally the difference between y'all and us is I got a camera and a mic and kind of an expensive setup. Like legitimately. So like that's why like it always cracked me up with stuff like that, dog. Like we find stuff out, they be like, how did you come up with that? Hey, listen, Jerry Sloan is the logo.
Jerry Sloan the logo now on me.
Hey, that's how you stay dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Hey, clap it up. Hey, that's definitely going in here. Stop playing. Kobe White clap it up is absolutely going in here, by the way. But no, man, we're talking about Zach Lavine here. Does this playoff determine his eligibility for a max contract? And I think the big thing for me, right? Not to say that it determines his eligibility for a max contract, but it gives you the confidence to say, hey, like you're not paying him off of faith.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you don't want to go into this next season doing. You don't want to have paid Zach Lavine off of faith. You want to pay Zach Lavine off of, hey, I know what Zach can do. I know Zach's going to be that next level player. I know that Zach can take this next step. I know that when we're looking at this right here, when we're looking at this player that's in the room, he is a problem. And I believe that Zach Lavine is a problem. I believe that we know that Zach Lavine is a problem, right? But there is something to him showing it to you. There is something to him giving you that confidence to go into it. Because listen, you go head up with the NBA champions, whether win, lose, or draw, right? That Derrick Rose first series, while it wasn't his MVP series, played a lot into what Derrick Rose became.
Bro, that series always lives.
Fam, I still watch that series.
Like I still watch that to this day.
To this day, every now and then I'll be like, you know what? Let me just check in on that. Let me see how that went. Let me check this series out, man. really feeling good about that one. You know what I'm saying? So for me,
yeah.
those are the moments that build your career to that next level. So you have to take over in those moments, and I think that those are the moments that get you paid, dog. Listen, PG got paid as soon as we saw him cooking.
Oh no! The minute he blew past LeBron and yammed on him, that was his.
Hey, look, Jason.
Hey, and LeBron had to hit him with the. Hey, bro. Yeah, you got me right there.
But I don't
Immediately
think
paid.
that, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that it determines whether they pay him or not. I do think that it determines what he gets paid if he makes an all NBA team. Now, if he doesn't make an all NBA team, I think he's going to be at the 208, right? But if he does make an all NBA team, and Zach should be coming into this thinking he's going to make an all NBA team. And I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. Like, you can say, "Oh, this is unbiased. There's no
all NBA."
Yeah, he's got to make a all NBA team.
Well, I know he has to
get a contract.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna make one, but he has to cut. What I'm saying is, he has to cut. He has to cut. Hey, listen, I don't know. Marcus Smart won Defensive Player of the Year. We're gonna talk about that as well. Hey, I don't know.
You called me and told me that. I had so many questions.
Bro, nobody even knew it happened, bro. I feel like they slid that under the table. But for me, right, like, if you have to come into this thinking you're going to make an all NBA team because you know that means you're going to get the Supermax and ball out like you deserve getting the Supermax. So if he does make an all NBA team by some stretch, I think that this playoff series could go towards him getting the Supermax versus the max. You know what I'm saying? It could go towards him getting the Supermax where, hey, listen, you're one of the best players in the NBA. Versus, hey, listen, we loved what you did last year. Right. We want to offer you the max. We want you to be here. We want to keep you here for a good part of your career. But you really didn't show us a ton in that playoffs last year. You really didn't go out. You really didn't kill the game like we thought you would. So we're going to give you the max, not the Supermax. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. But yeah, I mean, the big time players make big time plays, and names is made in the playoffs, man. Yeah. So I mean, if he won it, he got to go out there and show us, man. Because like legitimately, the time is now. If you was gonna do it,
yeah,
time would definitely be now if you was gonna do it.
100%, dog. 100%. Hey, man, we're going to keep it pushing, though. We're going to move on to the next topic, man. We appreciate y'all for showing love. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Let's pay some bills real quick and then move on to to Defensive Player of the Years, and let's move on to what we saw in the playoffs yesterday as well, man. But first, we got to tell you about Blue Chew, man. Listen, guys, it's time to dig yourself out of that winter hibernation. Spring is here, and it's time to get sprung with Blue Chew. That's a wild bar. That's right. This episode is sponsored to you by Blue Chew. Here's the thing, guys, confidence can take you far in life. It also can help you in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of a cost. You can take them any time of day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever the opportunity arises. Here's the thing. One of the guys from back in the town hits me up. He says, Pat, got some issues. I don't really want to put it out there like that. I don't really want to talk about it like that. but I got to get this issue fixed. You know what I'm saying? I told him, bro, you got to check out Blue Chew. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made right here in the US of A and prepared to ship directly to your door in a discreet package, so nobody's got to know what's really going on. Come on now. So if you could benefit from a little bit of extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And I'm going to tell you right now, we got a special deal for our listeners today. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code Windy City at checkout. Just pay $5 in shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code Windy City to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show. Let's get back to the show. Appreciate y'all for showing love, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always. I hope by now that you guys have
Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
so we're gonna keep this thing moving along, man. Very, very interesting. Dog, yesterday was mad interesting. I don't even know what else to say about it, right? Like, when the news came across for me that Marcus Smart was the NBA Defensive Player of the Year, not to slight Marcus Smart in any way, not to say that he's not a bucket, not a clamp, not to say that he's not an excellent defender. But there was definitely surprise. There was definitely some shock. And I'll say this again, another year where the voters have been fatigued. And I have to say, listen, you got to say it. If you're going to give it to a guard, maybe Miles Bridges.
Mikal
Bridges, I'm sorry. But if we're being 100% honest with it, y'all just sick of giving it to Rudy Gobert.
Hey, I told you. I told you.
You're just sick of giving it to Rudy Gobert. And by the way, and we got the list. Let me see if I can pull the list up. I had it here. I know I sent it to the chat. Now I'll get the list up here where everybody ranks. But the fact that Rudy Gobert not only wasn't second, but he was third. Come on, y'all. What was your thoughts when you saw that come across the docket?
I thought somebody called Cap. See if they got the number for Cap, because if we was looking at it, I mean, and like I told you, like the second half of the season, especially after those interviews came out, we did kind of ask the question, like, should it go to a big? Should it not go to a big?
Yeah.
All this other stuff, should it go to a guard? And I was on the mindset, look, I mean, I'm cool with you giving it to a guard, but I feel like this is the wrong one. Now I get it, because I think I saw Shay say that they gave it to him because of where Boston was.
I agree.
Where they are now, which is fine.
If you're gonna give it to a guard, right? If you're gonna give it to a guard, you probably should give it to the one that's leading the defense on the best defense in the NBA. I'm fine with it if it goes to a guard being Marcus Smart.
Also, he was cool with it.
If it's gonna go to a guard, I'm fine with it being Marcus Smart, right? Because when you look at, like, he's on the best defense in the NBA.
Nah.
And he's the leader of that defense. Him and Time Lord, essentially. I can deal with that. Like, hey, I can look and say he was the leader of the best defense in the NBA. But here's my issue. How is Rudy Gobert and Jaren Jackson not higher? At a minimum, Jaren Jackson, but how's Rudy Gobert? Like, are we serious? How's Giannis? And let me pull up the your dig here.
And this is the thing that I don't get, right?
Yeah.
So like I hear you on Time Lord, right? But if that's the case, and you giving it based off of where they were early in the season, I'm giving the award to Robert Williams in if it's a regular season award.
It is, yeah.
Like,
Hey, listen.
and then
It can't be a postseason award the way Kyrie cooked them.
Yeah, right. I was about to say you literally just got like, but then not even that.
Yeah,
it's like you turn around and it's like, okay, I'm cool with you giving it to a guard, but no love for Mikal Bridges. Best team start to finish.
Mikal Bridges got love. So here's how it broke down. Marcus Smart wins it. He had 37 first place votes, blew everybody out of the water with the first place votes. 18 second, 18 third. Mikal Bridges had 22 first place votes, 25 second, 17 third. Here's my problem. Right here. Right. Hold on. Let me see. My mouse on the screen? Yep. Right here. Here. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? 12 first place votes for Rudy Gobert? Jaren Jackson Jr., the dude that had 7 blocks in the last game. I get that's the playoffs, but I mean, he's been playing like that all year. 10 first place votes?
Muggs don't watch Memphis like that, though.
Even so, right? But like, you know what Rudy Gobert brings. You know what Rudy Gobert brings. I don't like, and here's the thing. It's defensive player of the year. Let's be real. I don't really care. Okay, he won defensive player of the year. Like, what was the year Joakim won it? That was cool. That was a cool year. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Joakim won defensive player of the year. But like really like, okay. But the problem with me lies in the fact that these voters get sick of voting for the same guy and seeing the same guy win. But if your production is here and the next season your production is still here and nobody met that production last year, and let's be real, nobody met that production this year, we should be talking about Rudy Gobert as a 3-time DPOY. And we shouldn't be talking about him.
It still should have gone to Jaren Jackson.
We still shouldn't be talking about him being 121 points behind the guy that won it. Are you kidding me? This is why, and this is the thing, right? It's defensive player of the year, and so it's happening now. Like, so we're talking about this now. But let's be real. This is the same way they vote MVP. This is the same way they vote sixth man. This is the same way they vote most improved. And you're not giving it to the person, more so MVP, you're not giving it to the person that actually did it and deserved it an entire season. You're giving it to the person that you feel best about at that moment.
Which is why I think they just need to hold the awards until the end of the season, bro. Like, and these are like bump regular season. It need to be the end of the year award, like legitimately.
Well, you can't really do that because there's a lot of people that don't make it. But granted, but here's the thing. Hold up. But maybe you can, because here's the thing. An MVP is not going to somebody that didn't make the playoffs.
Rush,
but it would be tough, right? Because then like somebody would have a finals run and you would be biased based on that. Like if Ja Morant has a finals run and we're voting for MVP at the end of the year, you would be like, hey, Ja Morant's the MVP, seeing as how he just won the NBA finals. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got the finals MVP and stuff like that. But I hate with a passion the vote because it's so biased and it's so like it's the one thing that's not sports for me. It's the one thing like I feel like there's a lot of things that are, I don't want to say getting active because that's disrespectful, right? But like the amount of work that goes into being a gymnast is crazy. The amount of work that goes into being a gymnast is crazy. But if somebody hates you that day, you cannot win because they voted against you. It's tough for me to call that a sport.
I have always looked at it like I despise the fact that when it gets down to award season, that one, the media members vote on who gets the award, because I feel like it's so it's so much. Oh well, if this person didn't give me this interview, or this person said he didn't like me, then I don't like him, and I'm not finna do. And then after that, they go. And then the other thing that like makes me like super mad to a T is the fact that if you gotta vote, it's cool to say you gotta vote. Don't tell me who you voted for on live. Just leave that.
Yeah.
Just leave that.
I don't know, dog.
Because we already know, like, it's just let your peers. They need to have it where it's like, because I think they said like, Monty Williams' peers voted, like all the coaches voted. Monty Williams got Coach of the Year. Fine, that's cool. If that's the case, let the NBA players do it. Just like the NFL players do the what's the dang thing? The top 100 NFL players for the, let them do it. Let them do it. It's nothing wrong with doing that.
That'd be tough though, because like, I mean, listen, like I think the Coach of the Year one is probably the best one because the coaches vote for it, right?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, so like that's the best one because like that means there's a bunch of coaches just going, nah. Hey, listen, I'm good. He's killing it.
Hey, that's that. I'm good. Nah, that's you. Hey, man,
that's you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I hope your whole year is filled with sunshine and flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, what type of deodorant is that, man? That's
Burberry.
Hey,
like honestly, like I feel like that's more impactful, right, in that situation because
right.
Your actual peers are saying, "Hey, yo, I'm cold. I'm great." Like, think about that. Like, Nick Nurse is going, "I'm a good head coach. I'm a really, really good head coach. I can win Coach of the Year every year." Monty, you got that though. You're killing it. What you're doing over there with Phoenix, I can't. Like, I feel like that's better, right? Like, I almost feel like you should do that for the players.
Because and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We always say the players would just vote for themselves.
But they wouldn't though.
And look, and yet halfway through the season, you got Muggs sitting over there just like, nah, he the MVP. Who we talking about?
Yeah. No, and then like cause we always say that, like, nah, you supposed to say you that dude, this and this. And then Muggs will be like, dog, cause I remember like specifically, I think they did one when it was just like what was it? It was like they was doing the top 100, and freaking Jalen Ramsey was like, man, yeah, like nah, I'm cold. I think I'm the best. But nah, like Diggs is absolutely that dude this year. Like,
yeah,
for what he does,
yeah,
to get 12 picks, nah, he did that this year. Like, I'm one of one, but nah, that dude this year, I can honestly say he did his thing. Like, they gonna give him their respect. I just,
and that's what it is. Like, Muggs can identify it, dog. Like, listen, you might have the Muggs on that person's team that look at it and say, hey, Kevin Durant should absolutely be the MVP. But you know what? I can't argue with that take because Kevin Durant could possibly be the MVP every season.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the thing. Like media members to me have too much power, bro. Because it's like, I can vote on the awards, I can take money away from you.
You absolutely are changing the narrative.
I could take money away from you. I could write a false story.
Yeah.
Like
the only thing
they got way too much power, bro.
I'll say this: that it's not as much power as back in the day, right? Because think about how many false stories came out that we just took as fact. You know what I'm saying? That we just took as, hey, that's fact, and the players are like, no, it's not. But they didn't have an ability to get their voice out of there, right? Like, so now you're seeing with more Twitter, you're seeing them having podcasts, you're seeing them having shows and stuff like that, where they have a voice, where they have an opportunity to voice their opinion, where they have an opportunity to talk on what they think about a story. And you see all the time, right? KD called cap on anybody that's capping with him. KD don't be playing with these
he be on Stephen A. neck. He be on everybody neck.
He stay on Stephen A. neck. I ain't gonna mad at you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, he stay on Stephen A. neck because
that man's got on Chris Broussard.
Hey, when he got hit with the ball sack media, you dig, bro? I was dying laughing, bro, because I had seen the tweet and I saw him saying, I was like, nah, Stephen A. Nah, don't go out like that, dog. They got you. He said, according to sources, ball sack media said, sources, huh? I was dead on that one. Let's keep it pushing on my boy. Let's get into some of these NBA games that we saw last night, man. Appreciate y'all for showing so much love as always, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. We did talk about the Chicago Bulls and Zach Lavine in the first hour of the show. So if you want to go back and listen to that, man, you can go back and listen on of course, on here, but we are going to start posting this mug back on the podcast platform. I'm working on getting a platform that'll actually pay us some money. Yeah, I'm saying. But as of right now, I feel like that's bogus to y'all to not put the podcast out there because of that reason. And also, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a lot of work on my shoulders. I told y'all. So guess what Ringo's gonna be doing? Don't worry about it. But no, we're gonna get the podcast out there to y'all, and we're gonna get this mug. We're gonna get this mug cracking for y'all as well. But let's get back into it, man.
Yeah.
You can listen to that podcast on all DSPs as well. Let's get into these games last night, though, dog. First off, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you have the Jalen Brunson, because we're gonna start there. The Utah Jazz and the Dallas Mavericks series is now tied 1-1. I believe it's the only series that's tied right now, because those were the first. Yeah, because Toronto lost again last night, and Golden State destroyed Denver last night. But dog, what the heck did Jalen Brunson do last night, bro? Like that man, first off, it's not something that I've never thought he couldn't do. But Jalen Brunson last night, 41 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 15 for 25, 6 for 10 from the field. These boys and Jalen Brunson specifically came to play. By the way, Kleba, where you been? What was that? Kleba coming out 8 for 11 from the 3-point line. He gave you 25, and I told y'all Spencer Dinwiddie is nice. 17, 4, and 6. Muzz was like, why would you ever want Spencer Dinwiddie? Don't nobody want Dinwiddie in the building. What would I do with Spencer Dinwiddie? You would be balling 17, 4, and 6. Spencer Dinwiddie out here getting busy. He ain't getting active. So my question to you, with the way we saw Jalen Brunson playing, and listen, knowing how we both feel about this Utah Jazz team, I mean,
listen, I asked, because bro, look, I'm gonna keep it 100% honest, and I really do not feel like this is a hot take. The Mavs might mess around and beat these boys in 7 without Luka.
And that's the question. Can the Mavs pull out an upset?
Like, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I need y'all to understand something. Because Muggs, all I heard was, oh, Rudy ain't doing this. Donovan Mitchell, he'll start. Listen. The Utah Jazz don't know what's going on as a whole, as an organization. And listen, one of them has to leave. They're going to wind up pulling off the upset just off of the strength of the fact that they moved the ball. And last night, looking at the game, that the Utah Jazz have no perimeter defense. The only perimeter defender that they have is Royce O'Neal And Spencer Dinwiddie and Jalen Brunson are absolutely taking these boys to task, where it is essentially putting Rudy Gobert at a standstill because they don't get him the ball on the other side of the floor, which is why they will wind up beating them in 7. That's basically the hot take. Now, on the Jazz side of things, because Pat kind of talked about it yesterday. He was joking about Rudy possibly coming to the Bulls. You want to know why Rudy is hindered as kind of he's in the series, but he's not. He's kind of obsolete, right? And remember how I just said that the Jazz don't have perimeter defenders? You know what the Bulls have that the Jazz don't? Actual perimeter defenders. I don't know what. Listen, this is strictly to the Bulls, and I'm glad that I got the cameras on me right now. I don't know what you have to do to get Rudy Gobert in the building. I don't know what you have to do to get Rudy Gobert in the building. But listen to me when I tell you that they have to pull the trigger on this deal. I don't know how you get it done. I don't know how the money matches up. We could possibly take a look at that later. But if he's in the building with the P Will and an IO, P Will and Lonzo, whatever you want to say, that's how you put a team. That's how you put a team together. That's how you add the pieces. If they go get Rudy Gobert, the Bulls are a title contender next year. And look, and then I also and then look to even buffer my point. Let's go. I want you. So you had the stats pulled up on that Dallas and Utah game, right?
Yeah.
All right. So go back, and then I want you to look at Donovan Mitchell's last 3 games, because Muggs always say, "Oh well, you know why isn't Donovan Mitchell in the conversation with D Book, and he's special and he's doing all this? Tell me them shoot numbers. Tell me them shoot
He
numbers.
shot 13 for 30, 3 for 10
Oh
from the
yeah.
3-point line. 10 for 29, 2
Oh
for 6 from the 3-point line, and then 7 for 21, 1 for 4 from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
By the way, Rudy Gobert shot the ball 5 times.
He's such a star. He's such a star. I want y'all to know that. Everybody that's saying that he need to force his way out, Utah, go ahead and keep that.
Hey, here's the wild part, right? Whenever Rudy this is crazy actually. Whenever Rudy takes more than 10 shots, which isn't often, by the way, he usually gets 20 points.
Bro, and this is the thing. This is the thing, bro.
Hey, they doing Rudy dirty out here, bro.
This is the thing. I understand. So look, chat, I understand the numbers. But listen to what Pat just said about production. When the production is here and it's staying here,
yeah.
Like that, like.
Hey, I'm gonna be real. I don't know how you make it work either.
Fam, I don't know how you make it work.
You got to get rid of a lot of people.
But bro, if anybody needs to be in the building, bro.
Hey, and this is the thing.
In the UC, yeah. And the UC, fam, just give him, cause bro, if you look at the game, Spencer bro, and it's so simple.
I hate
Spencer Dinwiddie and Jalen Brunson are driving past whoever. Their only perimeter defender is Royce O'Neal. Like, they legitimately getting into the lane every time. And as long as they move the ball, they cooking them. They cooking them.
Let me see. I hate using this thing. I hate using the NBA trade machine.
If Rudy had perimeter
We're
defenders around
We're
him,
gonna do it live on here. We're gonna do it live on here. I hate using the NBA trade machine. It's so dumb to me because it's unrealistic.
Fam, I was
It's so 2K. This is the most 2K thing I've ever done on this show. So let's see. We go add Chicago, right? No. First we gotta add Utah. We gotta add Utah first. We're doing this live on the air. Bow, y'all can see it. Let's do it. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Dog, I just said that. All right, Rudy Gobert. God dang. That's it. I gotta add the second team first. All right, Chicago Bulls. Bang. I don't need a third team, or do I? I don't know. So to get Rudy Gobert, we're sending.
Hey, it's gonna have to be a 3-team deal. I don't know how it's gonna get done.
You sending Vooch. We sending Kobe off rip.
Hey, we sending Kobe to put
rip.
P-Kid at ease.
To put P-Kid at ease, and I don't know, dog. Who you sending? You sending Patrick Williams? Now everybody in the chat freaking out. Dog, I don't even think you can make this trade work, bro. You might have to add
it's gonna have to be a 3-team deal.
You're gonna have to add a third team. I ain't doing all that.
It's gonna have to be.
I ain't doing all that.
Derek, my phone. Hold on. Don't drop me. I just gotta grab my.
I ain't doing all that, dog. But no, I mean, like,
fam, like.
He said Kobe has to be a sign and trade. Hey, Baki said he got us. What you got on it, Baki? You have to send Nikola Vucevic and Kobe White. How does that work? Oh, we'll be $5 million under the cap. I don't know, dog.
Fam.
Hey, look, I'm fine.
No,
with it. Here's the thing.
What did AK say?
AK
said,
why would Utah do it though? That's what I always think, right? We trade Vooch and Kobe.
They're trying to get Rudy out the building, but he also said,
I don't think Utah trying to get Rudy out the building.
I'm not trading Vooch unless I get another All-Star. Unless I know for sure I'm getting another All-Star back. If you,
hey, look,
I'm telling you,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
If anybody get it done, it's gonna be AK. Watch.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If the Jazz would accept that trade, I would do it. And here's the reason why. Because I know that Zach Lavine in the pick and roll is going to get Rudy Gobert involved. Now, the problem therein lies, right? Like, the names that you want Rudy to dominate, he doesn't dominate. Joel Embiid versus Rudy Gobert, it ain't what you think it is. Joel Embiid.
I understand that.
Like, I mean, all the centers you think, right? Like Joel Embiid guarding Jokic. It ain't what you think it is.
Cookies.
So we talk about him as this. Now he does change. He's a defensive.
No, him. I'm trying to I'm trying to get y'all to put this. Just think about this for a second. You know how I was sitting up there telling y'all. P. Will helps Vooch tremendously because I'll be like, Vooch is getting cooked. Now, just imagine P. Will with a big that know how to play D, bro. You're not getting in the paint.
P. Will with Rudy Gobert is
with Lonzo jumping the screens.
Yeah. I'll say this, dog. Like when you see him get more shots, and with this Bulls team, he would definitely get more shots.
Rudy is averaging 20 and 15.
When he takes 14 shots, at all, he's getting 27 points a game. He's only taken 14 shots in the last 25 games once.
Yeah, bro. Look, and I know. Look at it again. Y'all looking at me. Oh, bro, you crazy? How this gonna work? AK said he not done. I trust AK. I trust AK.
Now hold up. I still got this mug up here because it said that wasn't gonna work on mine. Try this trade. Oh, this trade is successful. Yeah, it is. Now this is hilarious, right? They give you an algorithm with it. It says that this would improve the Jazz. Oh no, it would improve the Bulls 3 wins. It would take 6 wins away from the Jazz. Hey, I don't know. I don't know, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, man, look.
The only reason I don't know about it is because I don't know why the Jazz would trade away Rudy Gobert, who is 29, for
But
$32-year-old
even if you don't do that, right? Even if you don't do that, right? Let's say
like you don't get better in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just trading them to trade them. You don't get better. I don't know if you get worse.
But
I don't know.
They haven't. You talking about the Jazz?
I'm talking about the Jazz. You don't get
they
better.
Haven't been better.
Yeah, but that don't mean you just get rid of people.
Fam.
I said just throw the first round pick in. Oh yeah, we do got to get into that as well, man. We didn't get into that. The Bulls have the 18th pick in the draft as well to throw into any trade here.
Yeah.
How the heck did you get almost a lottery pick?
That's also a first rounder.
It's a first rounder, the 18th pick in the draft.
It's because I don't think that the likely option is Jokic, even though if it's me and I'm looking at Jokic, hey bro, I don't blame you. That should give you the MVP. But look, if you get swept, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. Cause right now nobody else want to play, and that's cool.
You also have to take into account this trade is in place without Zach's money on the book. So you adding Zach's money to the books, that trade probably don't go through that way.
But look, see this is the thing. So what you do? Draymond goes, and then he says, "Oh well, how can we get KD?" He was cool with taking less money to get a chip.
You got to think Rudy Gobert gets you a chip though.
Hey,
listen. I love great big men in the NBA. So for me, I'm here for it, right? I'm here for it. I don't know why Utah would do it. That's what I always think of when I think of trades, right? Bulls fans, a lot of times they think, hey, let's make this trade. Let's do this. Let's get this trade off. Let's make this happen. This can work here. We can do this. We can finish this off, blah, 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 right? All of that. But why would Utah want Vooch and Kobe White?
Bro, why has Utah been doing anything, bro?
Yeah, but this is the thing. Nobody makes a trade to say, yeah, we're going to be the same. Like, unless you think Kobe White is the 2 guard that can stand next to Donovan Mitchell for the future and jack up shots and do, you know what I'm saying? Unless you can do that, unless you think that's coming, why would I make that trade?
Bruh,
you know what I'm saying?
Damn, I understand it. But when I'm just looking at the game, bro, and it's like when I see clear disconnect like that,
yeah,
and then I hear AK say, "Yo,
I'm not be available." And listen, here's the thing. Right?
He available, bro.
To me, he's gonna be available after this season. Here's my thing, right? And this is what I want everybody to understand. You don't win in this NBA without game-changing players. I'm not talking about really good players. I'm talking about game changers. You don't win championships without game-changing players. At a minimum, Rudy Gobert is a game-changing player. You change your entire offense if he's standing in the middle, unless maybe you're the Bucks. You change your entire offense when Rudy Gobert is standing in the middle. He's a game-changing player. Now, do I think that he's going to be that level of big man that is, oh my God, dominant? On the offensive end, I don't know, but I'll say this. He doesn't get a lot of opportunity to do that. In his last few games, he had 8 points, 17 rebounds in the last game, 5 shots. He had 8 points. He had 5 points, 17 rebounds in the game before that, 1 shot. He had 18, 13, and 1 in the game before that, took 6 shots. He had 16, 12, and 2 game before that, took 7 shots. 20-10-1, took 9 shots. Like, he's not taking a lot of shots, right? And in theory, right, the Bulls have players that want to take shots, but also want to get their big man involved. You need a game-changing player. I love Zach Lavine. I hope Zach Lavine is a game-changing player. But if Zach Lavine is just a Klay Thompson, or if Zach Lavine is just a Bradley Beal, or if Zach Lavine is just a CJ McCollum, guess what? You're not winning an NBA championship. It's not about having a bunch of really nice players. Think about it. Who's been in the finals the last 20 years? Kobe, Shaq,
Bron,
D-Wade,
Wade, Chris Bosh.
And he was on the team.
Yeah.
He was on the team.
And some disrespecting my guy.
He was on the team.
I can't laugh at that.
Steph,
Clay, Draymond.
Well, I'm just talking about like your game changers, like Steph.
Draymond.
Okay,
yeah. Hey, come,
I'm just saying. Listen, your number one, number ones, KD and Brian. Seven players. What do they all have in common? They all changed the game by themselves. Some of them teamed up to do it together. But they all changed the game. Hey, before that, who was in the NBA Finals? Michael Jordan. Hey, before that, who was in the NBA Finals? Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Hey, before that, who was in the NBA Finals? Kareem and Bill Russell. You need a game-changing player to make the NBA Finals.
I'm just saying. I think it's something that AK should look into, bro. Like, my
bad. I slighted one. Chris Paul.
You said what, bro?
I said I slighted one. Chris Paul. He was in the finals last year.
And look, I mean, Mug.
Oh, you're right. I didn't say Duncan. I said Duncan, didn't I? Didn't I say Duncan?
No, you didn't.
I didn't. My bad, Duncan.
No, you didn't. Nah, and that's the thing. Muggs want to talk about, draw him out to the perimeter. He barbecue chicken. You know how you negate that?
He will.
You see how the Suns got Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder?
No. You know how you negate that? I'm not even going that far. You know how you negate that? Play defense. And don't have the defense just be one dude in the back.
Like that, that's how you gotta do. And it's literally, bro, that their guards on the perimeter. Their guards on the perimeter are so bad that it's just like, it's like you said, Rude, hey, you got that? Oh no.
I was more so, and I want everybody to understand. I was more so talking about the people that continuously are in the finals. So, like, that's kind of why, like, CP3, I said him last, kind of like, he's a game-changer player, though. But, like, Paul Pierce and them, they got the one. They got the two. They won one. The 04 Pistons, they didn't really have a game-changer player. They're the anomaly, right? Like, if you think you can be the 04 Pistons, shout out to that. I would love that team because that's a team, like, that's a grinded out team. That's a team that you roll with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to. I'm going to be honest with you. It's probably more fun to have a team like that. But you know what a team like that doesn't do? Win for 10 years. They just don't.
Yeah.
Those teams don't win for 10 years.
Look, there's options, right? Even if you don't go grab Rudy. What is his name, bro? Robert Sarver. He not paying Aiden.
That's wild.
He ain't paying Aiden.
That's wild.
He ain't paying Aiden. So that's what you're talking about.
He's got to.
This is the thing. This is the thing. But Shay, I like him too. That's a cheaper low budget option.
No, y'all gotta understand something right here. Like, names like this, we got the 18th pick in the draft now. These names off the list. I like Mitchell Robinson, but now with the 18th pick in the draft, guess what? I'm talking Christian Wood.
Yeah, but
At a minimum, I'm talking Christian Wood.
if you talking Christian Wood, does that mean did y'all keep P. Will? I'm cool with Christian Wood. I'm cool with Christian Wood if you keep P. Will because that just means that Vooch can post up now.
Yeah, I'm keeping P. Will. I'm sending you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then y'all in the game.
Y'all in the game. I have the 18th pick in the draft, and your team sucks. I'm sending you the 18th pick in the draft. Look. I'm sending you the 18th pick in the draft. Hey. What player I get? Whatever one you draft.
Hey, so I got the 18th pick in the draft. What you trying to do? What players can I get? Yeah. So we got Kevin Porter Jr. and Christian. Well, I'll take it,
bruh.
Yeah. Like, so what you want back? Give us. I got you.
Yeah. No, you getting the pick. Yeah, I ain't even sending you Kobe. I might have to send you Kobe to make money work. Watch Kobe White go down there and be a bucket.
Yeah, everybody ain't playing no defense.
Ain't nobody playing no defense.
Hey, he gonna have to get the ball from Jalen Green, though. I ain't gonna lie, that man. Hey, he had one of the best exit interviews for the season, though. Hey, they asked him, what did you learn throughout this season? Hey, man, the only thing I learned was that I was a bucket.
Yeah, that's not. Hey, I'll tell you this right now. That's not good for the team play. But yeah, but hey, look. When you on a team that probably ain't gonna be there for the rest of the season, it don't matter. Hey, who's gonna be on this team?
And Queen watched that. Hey, only thing I learned was I was a bucket and walked straight out. I was like, hey.
Hey, who's gonna be on this team for the next 10 years? That man doing the Fresh Prince on the last episode. Look around, Dodger.
Hey. Where is everybody?
I'm gonna tell you this right now, dog. That is I don't know, man. Like that's a situation.
Dog, I forgot about Eric. Yo, Shay, appreciate that, bro. I forgot about Eric Gordon when you talk about like bench pieces.
About Eric Gordon.
Nah, Shay. Can't nobody score better than Kobe White.
Hey, wait, time out though. So kid.
This man came in here in the front room.
Did you? Yeah. Nah, he is in the
white
front
tee or thermal mad tight right now because he been hitting the weights.
Look at you big on, bro. He's trying to get real big on.
Nah, he got one of them. He got one of them true classic tees on where it make the pecs look better. They really titties, but he ain't showing it.
Hey, man, listen. That's what's called a hater right there. Because he try to get rid of a plumber body and can't do it.
Listen. Nah, you know he's serious right now. That man is drinking ginger lemon water.
I'm drinking spa water every day.
What's good with you, kid?
Hey, man, another day, another dollar.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Let's talk about how the Bulls got that 18th pick, dog. Like they can do something now.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, we beat out Minnesota in a tiebreak. I saw that yesterday. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They sent that tweet out yesterday. I had no idea what it was talking about. It said because all it said was Chicago beats out Minnesota in a tiebreaker, and then it said Chicago at 18, and I was like, what does this mean?
Hey, we trading that pick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hey, and this is what I was talking about, right? So I was just making a point that.
Oh yeah, he got a new camera. Yeah, he crispy out here.
Extra crispy.
He crispy out here.
I'm big crispy out here. But now I was just making
big
a
crispy.
Point that,
okay, all right, that's
you know, Rudy. So like yesterday, I'm looking at the game and I'm just seeing everything, and it's obviously a crack in Utah's foundation, and AK saying that he's not done, and I'm just at a mindset, whatever you can do to get Rudy Gobert in the building, you do, because I know he's at a mindset. I'm not giving up Vooch unless I get back another All-Star.
Yeah,
but. The Utah Jazz are losing because Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie are blowing by whatever guard they feel like.
I'm not trading Vooch for
at whatever moment.
Vooch right now is the most consistent player on our team.
But you know what?
Listen.
I'll say this.
Hey,
you gotta look at
P.
Rudy.
Will with Rudy.
You gotta look at Rudy's production with when he actually gets a look.
Dog, I love y'all. I really do. But we need to stop with the
20.
NBC takes.
I'm telling you,
the NBC literally had P. Will up there as a matchup against Giannis, and Giannis ran through him like he wasn't even.
No. He is Giannis.
No, but this is my point. It ain't got nothing to do with P. Will. Legitimately, when Rudy Gobert takes 9 shots or more,
they win,
and he gets 20 points.
They win.
Rudy Gobert never takes 9 shots. You want to know the last game Rudy Gobert took 9 shots? It was like 6 games ago.
Oh, I thought it was like last year.
No. Hey, you want to know the last game Rudy Gobert took over 10 shots? 10 games ago. You want to know what he did with them 10 shots? 25 and 17. Hey, listen. The disrespect he get. Hey, look. This is how you convince kid. I ain't even got to do nothing. Hold up. Here, go right here. Just pay attention. Watch the pretty coin of gold. Hold up. Let me zoom in so you can see it here. And I said I hate using this thing, but this is all you got to do for kid right here. Where you at?
I've already done this exercise.
We're gonna send Vooch and guess
he said this is an exercise. Hey, he just put Kobe White in there straight up for whoever.
Hey, listen, I already know this exercise. Hey, I do you one better.
I know you.
Put Kobe White, put P. Will, and put DJJ.
Yeah, but see, that's unrealistic though.
I'll say Nico, Kobe.
I think this is unrealistic, to be honest.
Nico, Kobe, the 18th pick.
Why he lead? Why? No, see if it will work.
I know it'll work because you said it will.
Hey, listen, you want to know why? You want to know why at this point
but
you don't have to make a move because you got a disgruntled star.
Yeah, that's the thing. Rudy Gobert wants out, and so. But here's the thing, right? For me, right, you can send Rudy Gobert. You could probably, you are sending him cross conference. I don't think there's anybody else across the conference. You probably don't want to see him in the Western Conference if you're Utah. But if you're going to send him, now granted, I also said that's without Zach LaVine having his money yet. But if you're going to send him to the Eastern Conference, is that the best deal you can get? Like, yeah, you're getting Vooch back, who's 30. He'll be 32 at that point. But he'll be 33 at that point. But what is that really doing for your team? You're not improving at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's probably the best deal you can get out of the Eastern Conference if you're the Utah Jazz.
We can cut that out. Hey, listen, you're not getting Joker. Like,
not unless
bro.
Everyone that we said we was gonna get were people who were in situations that, hey, Spurs, bad situation.
Hey,
New Orleans, they weren't even playing Lonzo.
But Pat brought up.
Let him keep getting worked out. Let him keep getting worked out.
Hey, Pat brought up a good point. Even if I can't get Rudy, I either go to Houston or I'm looking at for me. If I can't get Rudy, I'm looking at either Phoenix or New York.
18th pick in the draft. I'm sending, and I know Houston rebuilding.
For some reason, Sarver isn't going to pay Aiden. I don't know what's going on with that.
Or you want to know where I'm? Nah, they probably not giving that up. I was going to say, or I would go to go look at what's his name out in.
Daniel Tice is not even on the same level as Joe.
What are we talking about?
You know what? I thought out loud. I saw something egregious. I saw something egregious. I was like, that's not even in the same stratosphere. Like,
Kid came out here and instantly jumped in the chat.
Head first, dog. Head first.
Hey, but no, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, like, if you're gonna make a deal, like we always say, this works in the trade machine. How does it work in real life though? Like, you do have to move Rudy Gobert if you're the Utah Jazz, but you're not moving Rudy Gobert for 33-year-old Vooch and Kobe White. Even if I throw the first round pick on that, I have Donovan Mitchell. I have who I believe is my game changing player, even though it don't show every time. But
that 13 for 30 look mad nice. Go ahead.
That pick is valuable. You already realize the rest of the state of their team. The rest of the state of their team, Mike Conley is their third most efficient player. Well, no, he's really their most efficient player.
Hey, and Jalen Brunson cooking him.
Yeah, but he's older.
He older.
Like at one point,
it ain't Memphis Mike Conley no more.
Yeah, like at one point he was a very elite player.
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to come at him, but I'm saying like right now, like I'm just focused on AK saying that he not finished, and I'm looking at that, and I'm like,
I get you.
It's a way.
But when you sit there and say you have to trade, you have to realize that the other team has to have a need as well. And like, what need do we feel? Like Utah at this point needs to get could go younger to match up with Donovan because they're, like I said, Mike Conley is what, 36, 35, 36?
Mike Conley.
34. I think it's 34, 35.
He might be.
No, Mike Conley like 37.
Hey, bro. Yeah, I was gonna say. Hey, I ain't want to say age because I'll be making mugs ancient. I'll be like, he like 45, but
So you look at that. Tom. They need to make a move there because they really do need a better ball handler, a younger ball handler to go there in the bucket. So like that pick could do a lot for them. Especially considering what's coming up. That's all I look at. I look at what you can do with that particular thing. I don't think that they would trade. Like they need scoring because if you look at it, who was their next scorer?
Nobody.
So Kobe White would fit more in that situation because Kobe White as a starter, when he gets starter minutes, now that he's evolved, I could see him taking a leap. I would roll the dice on that. He doesn't fit this situation because he's not starting over Zach and he's not starting over DeMar, but he could start in Utah.
But the problem there is
right. But I'm saying
you can start whoever you want, right? They have people that can score on their team. They don't give them the ball. Rudy Gobert can put up 27 on 10 shots. They don't give him.
He can give you 20 and 15.
No, it's not that he doesn't. They don't give him 10 shots. Like you can have as many scores on your team, but if Donovan Mitchell is shooting the ball 30 times and the next highest amount of shots is, I believe, 13.
Bogdanovich. It's Bogdanovich in the series.
13?
It's Bogdanovich.
Like that means you probably got the wrong player leading the way in that situation.
It's more of a coaching thing.
It could listen. I don't believe in Quinn as a coach. Quinn to me is Quinn.
Bro, I told y'all that man be out here like Two-Face, bro. My
man out here looking like
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow or Green Goblin.
The way that he was looking on the sideline the other day with the shadow, and he does the hair not even going. You gonna call that? You gonna call that? I'm like, all right, bro. Like,
someone's getting pieced up. I don't know.
When he does the hair, I'm just waiting for a bomb to explode. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whenever he does the hair like this and like pulls it back when he's stressed, I'm like, fam, who you got tied up in a van somewhere? Like, what's up with you? But to me, like, I agree that there's a coaching issue there. The reason is because I see Rudy Gobert put up 27 on 10 shots, and then I don't see you give him the ball no time. Like that's a coaching issue. That's like Frank Vogel coming out at the end of a game and saying, "Yeah, we need more production out of our big man." And then you just look around and you be like, "But you ain't playing none of them." Like, what? Hey, the best thing that I heard from the season from them was he went to Dwight and said, "Hey man, you keep playing like that, we'll keep you out there." And Dwight said, "Yeah, you keep me out there, I keep playing like that."
That's what. And when it comes to our interior defense, which is where we absolutely get smoked.
Yeah.
There's a couple names I throw out there. Jakopoto is still on my list. Zach Collins is now on my list because I think Zach Collins paired with Vooch could do a lot. I'm kind of still big on Boucher in Toronto.
Boucher young. I could deal with that.
Just simply because he's a potential double machine as well. He gets boards. Like I'm looking for people who actually solve from a statistical standpoint and just from the eye test clear issues that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a rebounding issue so far. That's because we like really depend on Vooch, and now Zach is getting in there and doing this thing. But like realistically, we've only been in a rebound battle most of the season because Vooch has
had no help.
It'll be Vooch and like four of the opponents down there, and he still gets the board. So as much as we sit there and like smoke him, he does something that no one else on our team does.
No, for sure.
I'll say Mitchell Robinson.
I don't smoke Vooch at all. You know how I am. Like, Vooch, listen, if you think a player that falls out of bed and gets you a double is a bad player, you don't know what game you watch basketball.
Yeah, I don't know
you
what
don't
game
watch basketball well.
And then at the same time, I also look at, if we look at, we got to pay Zach is going to get a max contract. There's not too many two guards that does what he does. Even with him having his inconsistencies with handling the stuff at times, he's still better than 90% of the other two guards out there. It's a small list ahead of him.
Yeah.
It was like, so he's going to get the max. You pay for that type of talent. I don't know if you could sit there and pay him, bring over Rudy, who technically has a max contract just from a single salary seat.
It would be tough to build out your bench in that situation.
Yeah, so that's why I would go.
You would be building out your bench like Miami did.
I would go somewhere along those lines. I would go, Jacopoto, Zach Collins, Boucher, and then I even look at New York. New York has a lot of big bodies,
which is why I said I'm at a man said if you want to go the cheaper route, which is totally fine. I'll take a Mitchell Robinson in terms of you talking about drop defense. He already coming over from Tibbs, so he already know what to do. He should be established, even though it could be a new system. I'm looking at a Mitchell Robinson. I like Jacopoto. The only problem is he's a little bit too slow for me. Just a tad bit too
slower than Vooch.
If I'm thinking here's a name that no one says.
It would be tough to have Poto and Vooch on the floor at the same time because of I need my big man to get back down the court. Like the speed of the game will be tough. You would have to set up a half court set and be one of the best half court teams the entire season. And in the playoffs, I like it because it does. Let's set up the half court.
And look, you can still go grab Miles Brown as well.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't think that name doesn't excite me as much as this name. Julius Randle is an unrestricted free agent.
He hasn't gotten a shot. No.
Hear me out.
Man.
Hear me out. Julius Randle.
I'm listening.
On New York, who is paired next to him that's a big body that can do what Vooch does?
That can do what Vooch doesn't?
That can do what Vooch does? Nobody.
Right.
No.
Julius Randle in the right situation looks really good. Julius Randle, when he played next to Steven Adams, looked good. Because Steven Adams covered a lot of the things that he couldn't do. Julius Randle, for all the hate he gets, he only goes left. I give you that. But he's 20 points, but he averages nearly a double-double.
Yeah, but I mean, Mitchell Robinson does a lot of the same things Steven Adams does, just not as cool.
The reason why I'm saying that is because Julius Randle is only getting paid $20 million a year.
Yeah, I think, and he's on a down season. And he's on a down season.
His stock has done nothing but fall. Yeah. And at this point, it's not no one plays sheer defense, right? Like no one plays like very few people are lockdown defenders in today's league. But you put them in the right system, like in our system, for what we need, he could absolutely shine.
I wouldn't be mad at Randall if you got him at hey, you had a down season, come play here on a discount. I don't know if somebody's going to give him. I don't know if somebody's
25 a year, easy.
Somebody's probably going to give him that. I wouldn't want the Bulls to give him that because I think there's better options than Julius Randle out there for me. I would rather. I mean, listen, I really think you could go get Christian Wood and just be like, hey.
You know what he does better than most people give him credit for? He gets to the foul line. He gets to the foul line and he attacks the
Julius Randle?
Yes, he does. He gets to the foul line and he attacks the rim. For whatever reason, we as a
is 5 to 6 free throws a game high? I'm looking at it right now.
No, it's not high at all.
5 to 6 free throws a game?
No.
That's what he gets.
Okay.
And then he shot 41% from the field.
He had a down season. He had an awful season. Listen, he also plays for the Knicks. Like, listen, everybody had a down season. I don't care what nobody said.
Man, look, this is the thing. I don't know if I could look. would look into that though. I don't know. His game scares me.
I would only look at Julius Randle if you can get him at based on what he played this season. But I think that there's enough teams out there that are struggling and looking for that next guy that they would pay Julius Randle 25 M's a year. I do believe he'll probably get $25 million a year. I wouldn't want him to get it here.
Oh, you know what? He is right. He did sign his extension. You're right.
Oh, he signed an extension there?
He signed his extension.
Yeah, no,
so that puts him at 27. He's due 25. He's due 23 next year. He's due 25 the year after.
Hey, Baki,
that's still a discount. I'd go get him.
I'm okay.
I'll go get him.
Nah, see that this is the thing. I think honestly, bro, I think that they should go to Miami route.
Because nope, ain't nobody won't Duncan. Because in that situation,
I'm not talking Duncan. I'm talking just like in terms of like the big man situation. I mean, because obviously, like you're not gonna like get Bam, but we talk extensively about like how deep they are, and like you look at that man, and then you also have Yurtsevin coming off the bench. I mean, and these is like really cheap pieces. But
this is the thing. I don't want my team going cheap. Mugs talk about
they not. But that's the reason why the fact I brought up.
I don't want my team going cheap. Are we going?
Because you also did say y'all got to spend money. So
are we trying to win a championship or not? You know what I'm saying? If we just trying to be in the ECF, that's cool. Hey, let's do it. We can do it just like the Atlanta Hawks did. They went out there, they saved a lot of money. They got some nice pieces. Guess what? They competed. I'm not talking about this Atlanta Hawks team. I guess actually every Atlanta Hawks team.
Julius Randle and Cam Reddish for DeMar.
Cap.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It wouldn't work, but I would definitely trade for Cam Reddish.
I wouldn't do it for DeMar.
I wouldn't do it not for DeMar, but Julius Randle and Cam Reddish for DeMar. That's something to work for.
Nah, Cam Reddish and Kevin Knox.
This is the thing for me, and I said the list earlier, right?
Julius Randle.
The NBA is built on the dude. No matter what, you're winning a championship if you've got the dude. You need a good team around the dude, but you're winning a championship if you got the dude. Jordan, Magic, Bird, Kobe.
You have to have a top 5 player.
You have to have a top 5 player. Is Zach Lavine that? I hope he is. I hope he does take that next leap. I hope this playoffs is the moment where we have that. Guess what? Devin Booker is close enough to that if I add Chris Paul with that, it makes them both better in that sense. I don't want my team going cheap. At a minimum, right, the reason that Rudy Gobert's name is on the list for me is because when I see him get more than 10 shots, he puts up 20. Almost every time.
Top 5 at his position.
Almost every time. He's top 5 at his position. He's the best defender in the NBA. I don't care who won the Defensive Player of the Year. He's the best defender in the NBA.
Outside of Draymond Green.
He legitimately changes. Do you watch? Does anybody watch like how teams run offense against him? You literally see guards come inside. They see Gobert and they go right back outside. And then they come inside and they see Gobert and they go right back outside. Like you have to have that level of player to win an NBA championship. I understand he makes that amount of money. You know why? Because he's one of the best centers in the NBA. The biggest problem I have with Rudy Gobert is against some of these best guys that are going to play against him, he be getting cooked. Like, you know, we always get like Rudy Gobert is making enough money to where you can't have the same argument. Like with Vooch, I can say, listen, nobody's stopping Giannis. Nobody's stopping Joel Embiid. Nobody's stopping Jokic. You making $40 million a year in DPOY. I shouldn't be looking at the numbers and being like, hey, man, they consistently dropping 30 on your dome.
I can't give you that one, dog.
Hey, man, Mitchell Robinson almost be getting like 2 blocks a game, bro.
I can't. The reason why I can't give you that is because sometimes you have to they're just better talents. But for what he does, he's like his contract has nothing to do with the fact that he gets cooked by Joel Embiid or Giannis. Because it's Joel Embiid and Giannis. Joel Embiid and Giannis are cooking everybody, right? But for what he does and what the market is and what he provides for that organization, like you said, how much he changes a game, that's a $40 million a year player. Unfortunately, there exists 2 people at his position that are also worth $50 million a year. And you know what the difference between 40 and 50 is?
At least 10 million.
That right there. So it is what it is. Like his contract, he's earned every bit of that contract in the system that he has. The way that they underutilize him, the fact that we still talk about him, he earned that one.
And it's I think that's the part that's crazy. Like when you look at his game, what is it in the playoffs right now? He's averaging 17 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks. He's only averaging 6 points.
I want
because they don't pass him the ball. I mean, dog, y'all have to actually watch the games to see it. Like he has point guards on him so often.
Hey, last night he was doing this.
He has point guards guarding him down low so often where all he would have to do is turn around and dunk the ball. And they don't give him the ball. So for me, like you need that level of, if you're talking about championship, if you're talking about a really good team, trade the 18th pick, go get Christian Wood, hope that Zach Lavine becomes that, hope that P. Will takes a step. There's a lot of hope in there, right? If you're talking about a championship team, you need a top 5 player at his position. You need it, and I think that Zach Lavine is a top 5 player at his position. I need multiples of it.
You know what? I'd say this, and this is based off of because I was going to make the same point. I don't think Rudy Gobert cares in this series, but you know what he does? Brooke Lopez
ain't harder on them.
Brooke Lopez ain't getting
DeMar's
is killing us right now.
DeMar's
killing us in key moments. Like he's not sitting there like dominating like Giannis is, but like he's getting these putbacks. He's getting these and ones. He's getting these at key moments that shift the momentum in the game. Rudy negates all of that. And you know what? In a playoff series like this, that's $40 million. That's what $40 million gets you.
I'm telling you,
I can make sure that doesn't happen.
That's what you pay for.
I got a feeling AK gonna get it done, bro.
I don't think Jokic. You know how much money? Like, first of all, listen, Jokic is probably
it's not gonna be Jokic.
Not probably. He's top 3 in the NBA for me.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like for me, it's KD, Giannis, Jokic, Embiid.
Yeah.
All big men, pretty much, right? Like,
welcome to the NBA, 7-foot black guys that
are they're like all big men, right?
And Jokic, and Jokic,
and then I got Luka right outside that too.
Luka's right outside for that. I was gonna say where's Luka at, but yeah, right outside of that.
Like my top 10, like you can rearrange it however you want to. It's all preference, but like what they do and stuff like that, that type of talent, dog. You know how different our roster would have to look to get that man. Like let's it's a pipe dream because at one point you like, hey, we got to make this move for him. But that Denver don't got to trade that man.
Here's the thing. Yeah, they don't, but there's a lot you know what it is? It's just like you said though. When you got a disgruntled superstar, what are you going to do? You just going to hold on?
Yeah, I'm going to trade him, and guess what?
Y'all seen that post game last night though, right?
I'm about to deplete your roster.
Hey.
Zach Lavine, you like that boy, don't you? You're going to have to roll the dice with DeMar, who ain't look too hot.
No, I don't.
You know what? Hey, hold up.
I don't.
Hold up. Hey, whatever it is. I love Zach. What I just said. You need
you gotta pay
player in the NBA to win a championship. I don't care who we got to send. You go get Nikola Jokic. I would like to build around Zach with Zach here.
We're going to look just like Denver.
Now,
what we would have to give up to get him, we're going to look just like Denver.
You're not sending that much back.
Dog, you got to.
Not if you pay Zach a max deal.
That's if you pay Zach. It's people in Chicago who.
What is this if?
They paying Zach.
No.
There's no if on
that. No, sincerely. It's an if because we got people in this chat right now that saying Zach ain't worth a max contract. That guy is a super max player.
They don't run the Bulls though. That's what thank God.
He's a super max player, and you talking about something we're gonna pay him in trade? You gotta be kidding me. Zach is like, I love Zach. I want him to succeed. I really do. He ain't in the same room as Jokic right now.
Yeah,
like there's literally tables for this. He's at the kitty table compared to Jokic right now.
That's why I said I don't care who you got to trade. You trade him.
Yeah, but once we do that, we'll be so depleted. We look just like Denver. It's not a better situation. It's just a different jersey.
Yeah,
if you pay him and Zach.
Hold up. But we also are Chicago and not Denver. Nobody picking Denver. Hey, yo, I got Nikola Jokic. I still got DeMar DeRozan here. We got P. Will, young talent. If they don't take him, if they do take him, it is what it is.
I highly doubt you keep Zach and DeMar.
So DeMar would be the one to go.
No.
Jokic needs that spot. Where did Jokic operate?
Hey, listen. Hey, you know what? This the thing. Just like when you trade Kobe, you figure it out. I have a top player in the NBA right now. You figure it out.
Oh yeah,
the one thing I've seen AK. Hey, the one thing I've seen AK do is figure it out. If Jokic is really on the table, which I don't think he is, you know, I told y'all, Europeans stay loyal. But if Jokic is, although the dude that gave me a shot is here, if Jokic is really on the table, I don't care who you got to get rid of. Jokic legitimately, he might not win MVP this year, seeing as how that voting is.
Hey, if he don't, I'm gonna be upset. It's rigged.
But he's legitimately probably the best player in the NBA.
If he don't get it, it's rigged. I'm sorry.
Most unstoppable player, no.
You said what?
I said he's not the most unstoppable player in the NBA.
No, I was talking
but per like everything he does, he's probably the best player. Passing, scoring, rebounding. I gotta take defense off of it. It's probably still Giannis because of the defense too. Like legitimately, so I don't know, dog. I don't know. We spent way more time. See, it all started with Gobert. We gonna end up with. Hey, here's the thing. I feel like we have a owner who will do it.
Y'all looking at me crazy until it actually happened.
Or not an owner. I feel like we have a president of basketball ops who will do it, and that's a good feeling, Bulls fans. But we're going to get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another show. As always, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So make sure that you get in tune with us. If y'all haven't done so, I'm going to need y'all to...
Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the button, man. Just push the button. I don't know what you're doing. Just sitting here watching us. But no, man.
Card going.
Hey, I'm having so much fun, bro. I can't wait till we on the game and somebody airball and I hit him with a.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I can't wait till we get in the game. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing us all that love, man. For your boy Pat the Designer, joined by the man Stefan the Diner, and of course the pettiest man alive, Mr. P Kid. Chicago, y'all stay safe out there, man. Make sure y'all check out the latest Chicago Bulls video we got on the channel as well. Peace.